What's up, everybody? Hey, we are coming off the Detroit Lions OTAs, and we're hearing some rumors coming out of the Detroit Lions camp that Iffy Melifonwu has been playing a little safety. Chris, what are your first thoughts? Is this positional versatility? Is this a guy who's not good enough to play corner? Like, what are you thinking on this?
Yeah, what I love about this is, first of all, you kind of forget about this guy because he was taken in the third round, I want to say, and he's a lot like Pascal, where just kind of a name you're like, well, didn't see that coming. Don't know anything about this guy. He's from
Yep.
Syracuse. Oh, he's big. Oh, his combine stuff is good. Oh man. Oh, this is good. This is great. And then he gets injured, and we don't really get a chance to see him. Now all of a sudden we're hearing, hey, this guy 6'3", 200 and something pounds.
Yeah.
He's going at safety. He's going at corner. And I really like this because we know injuries are going to happen. And then we know that we've got a real talented guy here. He's one of like 5 or 6 guys we've kind of forgotten about on this team, man. So it's like,
Sure.
oh, yes, like get him looks at safety, especially in OTAs. I love seeing maybe he can't do it at all, but he's just saying, hey, I'm a football player. The coaches recognize I'm a football player. I'd love to be able to go at safety, go to corner. And it's exciting because he's got the size and the athletic ability to do it. And man, talk about a position where we've just been weak forever at safety and at corner, but safety where you could plug this guy in and all of a sudden he's working, and now you got other guys developing at corner. Now it's like, man, really exciting. So I'm just excited to see that coaches are even giving him a chance. I mean, you can't just throw people in different positions unless they're a really good football player and you'd like to see what they can do. So this
Sure.
is something we're definitely going to keep following because it's like, man, that'd be nice if he could play either one, right? I don't need him to be a star in both, but hey, if it works out at safety, man, that works. I mean, is that what you think too, as far as him
Yeah.
going to safety?
Yeah, I think if it works, it works. I think when we drafted him, the first thought was, "Oh yeah, he can play safety." But here's the thing, if he moves to safety, all of a sudden you have a log jam at safety. Like
Mm,
it gets a little bit weird, and all of a sudden you maybe have 5 guys that are there to play safety, which isn't a bad thing. It just makes you wonder, what does the cornerback room look like? I have a question for you though. Do you think that he's playing safety? And I think this is the big ask. Is they haven't fully switched him. That's not what I'm saying. Are they trying him out at safety because he's not showing enough at corner? Or are they trying him out at safety because they think maybe he could be even better there?
yeah, I hope it's the latter. I hope it's like, man,
Yeah.
we could have a really good safety on our hands. We didn't get enough of him last year to really see. But if you remember, he came back from injury for Green Bay, went up against
Yeah.
Devontae Adams a few times, was right. I mean, it's like right
Yeah.
there. And the size of him really intrigues me. He's so big that if he can
6'3",
play,
210.
yeah, man, if he can play
He's a big
corner
boy.
and just be elite there, like I'm good with that. And you are too. So I hope it's the latter, but you make a great point that, hey, let's get you, like you said, that is often, you're never going to just tell a guy, hey, we're going to change you because you suck. It's going to be like, hey, you're
Yeah.
good. Let's see what you can do. And so you're right. That could be a sign of things aren't going well at corner. Let's just get you over here. Maybe this works out even better.
Yeah, I think when I look at the future, when I look at a guy like Iffy, my overall hope and goal for a guy like that is he replaces Aruarie.
Mm,
And the reason I say that is if Amani has another good season and we don't feel like, ponying up because he's in a contract year, my hope is that Iffy was good enough so that he could be the number 2 corner, Okuda could be the number 1. Because if Okuda's coming back and doing what he's supposed to do as a number 3 overall pick, I think that's the perfect world. But mostly, if you have a third round pick, I just want him to be a starter on this team. And
mm.
quite frankly, I don't care if it's at safety. I don't care if it's at corner. I just don't want him to be a guy that's a fringe player that doesn't play that well. I want him to be entrenched in the starting lineup at some point by the end of next year. I think that would be hard at safety, just moving over there.
Yeah.
But hey, he's got the size, he's got the speed, he's got the ball skills. So maybe they're saying to themselves, like, this could be really good. And maybe they feel comfortable with where they're at the cornerback position with the 4 or 5 deep that they have there.
Yeah, and that's what's going to be interesting. And I really just want, you nailed it. This was the I guess it would have been the fourth pick of Brad Holmes's tenure. With
Yeah,
us, like because it would have been our second third round pick. I think. Anyway,
I
it
think
doesn't matter.
so. something
Yeah,
like that.
anyway,
Who
point
knows?
is, you said it. He's a
It's a whole
third
year
round
ago.
pick. We're on a rebuild here. Those are the ones we got to hit. We've
Yep.
been saying those first 2-3 rounds in Brad Holmes's first 1, 2, or 3 years as our GM just have to. You can't just be an absolute bust, and that's not what we think he is at all. But you need to be just a just a starter on our team.
Yeah,
And I get the first year, I get the injury, but
absolutely.
it's go time now. And it's like, hey, this guy's six. Like we keep saying it, man. He's got the size, he's got the speed. His RAS was great. Everything is just made for him to be a good player. We need to see it.
Yeah, we need to see it. And I think when we drafted him, we knew it wasn't going to be we draft you and you're good day one. I mean,
Right.
coming from Syracuse, he was playing in a system that was not very complex. He wasn't asked to do he was asked to do basically one thing, right?
Yeah.
Over and over and over again. And it's not like that in the pros. So we knew that there was going to be an adjustment period. And so we knew, like, hey, the impact should be coming year 2, possibly year 3. So that's, I think, what we're kind of looking for. Then maybe you get a couple good years that are still on his rookie contract in year 3, year 4, and you get to see what he is. I think the move to safety too, it's just like, oh man, so you're moving him to safety. Will he be ready? Well, Joseph had just moved to safety in college at
That's right.
Illinois. So it's not like he's got much of a leg up as a rookie here. So I think both of them can compete, learn from the vets that are in there, and hopefully get on the field, get some playing time, maybe lean on those vets early on in the season, and then hopefully be able to rely a little bit more on those young guys as the season wears on in games 7, 8, 9, 10, and beyond.
Absolutely, because you look at the safeties real quick is Will Harris, and then the guy we just got from the Ravens,
Yep.
who's a great player, but he's just a violent player, and he it's just like
Injured
it's
all the
great.
time.
He's gonna get hurt. That's
Mhm.
okay. That's the way he plays. So you just kind of look at we have bodies now.
Obviously, Walker too.
Yes, Walker, and then
Mhm.
Harris or the rookie that we just got, and then it's like, dude, there's bodies there, but man, it's a lot to settle, and then we just know that there's going to be injuries. So I'm
Yeah.
just excited to see who falls where. But we actually have some decent bodies. Like a year ago, it was like, man, I don't even really know
Yeah.
half these guys, and half of them aren't even going to make the team. But I guess you got to fill a roster. I mean, it was that kind of thing.
Well, and
So
even
it's like,
that, I
man, we
mean,
got
Will
some good
Harris was
players.
like the 3rd safety, and he was coming off an absolutely atrocious year. Now he's probably safety number 4 or 3 to start the year, but he's coming off a better year. Not that
Yep.
it's hard to be better. It wasn't a good year, but I mean, like with the new coaching, it was a better year. So I think, like you said, it's just every position across the board is just a little bit better, just a
Yeah,
little bit better.
and we're on year 2 of a defensive staff and a staff.
Yep.
We always go back to the staff, but I mean, again, that is something you can't fake your excitement on that because it's like
No.
because yeah, with Patricia, it's like, all right, man, he used to be a
Hmm.
rocket scientist. It's like, I mean, you tried everything to talk yourself into Patricia. Now it's like this is some real stuff. I'm excited to
Yes.
see it.
This is good. And so I think like here's the thing, when they're trying out new positions and stuff like that, I think always you put up at least like a little red flag, like a little
Mhm.
caution flag.
Good point.
Waves are a little high. It's just like, what does that mean? But I don't think it's always a bad thing. I really don't. I mean, I have never seen a time in football where people changed positions and within a year they are excelling at a high level at that position. We
Exactly.
have tight ends going to left and right tackle all the time. You have running backs going to linebacker or safety, or I mean, like there are all these position changes that are happening. Your safeties going to running back. We've seen that right on our own team, and it
Mhm.
was successful at least to an extent. So, like you see position changes, it can happen. And this staff has even shown that they can change position and make the player effective. So I think with Iffy, the future's still bright, but I would say at the same time, like tempered expectations, right?
Yep.
Just tempered.
But excited to see. He's just one of those, like we said, 2 or 3 players that you're like, man, spotlight's on. Would love if he comes out and just is a
Yeah.
great player.
Agreed. All right. Well, hey, that's good for me, everybody. Thank you so much for watching. Hit that subscribe button below if you haven't already subscribed to our channel. Good things going on here. Would love to have you be a part of it. Leave your comment below. Let us know what you think about Iffy. What does the future look like for him in Detroit? Is he a safety? Is he a corner? Is he going to be a starter? Or is he just going to be a backup player, quality or not? Let us know what you think. We'll see you on the next one.
See you.